and welcome to today's news report about the Wakashio incident.
On July 25th, the MV Wakashio ship approached the island of Mauritius. Its dangerous maneuvering caused it to crash on the southern reef of Mauritius. The government decided to wait to assess the situation. However, 13 days later, by August 6th, the ship leaked 1,180 tons of fuel, forming a 7-mile-long oil slick in the sea. Following this tragic incident and our government's inaction to save our ecosystem, Mauritians from across the world put on a united front and tried on their own to help.
For example, many Instagram accounts were created to try and raise awareness globally. Some Mauritians even alerted Greta Thunberg, who then raised awareness on her own Instagram account. Her foundation then proceeded to donate a lot of money to the Mauritian Crowd Fund. Hairdressers all around Mauritius collected hair which helped soak up the oil. Some even cut people's hair for free. Some people went as far as to volunteer to go and help where the oil spill happened, risking their own health for the country's ecosystem.
Here are some of the population's response and opinions about the situation.
All the Mauritians from different backgrounds and ethnicities coming together and helping in this ecological disaster has truly showed the Mauritian spirit. Young and old have been deeply touched by the negative effects of these oil spills could have on the marine life. Thus, every Mauritian felt obligated to help on this matter in every possible way.
Yes, I do think that the Wakashio event has awakened the Mauritian spirit because every Mauritian helped and they volunteered and they did whatever they could to help regardless of who they are.
Yes, I think that the Wakashio incident has made us realize that we breathe the same air, we live in the same country, and we are interdependent of one another. An incident happened in one part of Mauritius, but it has affected the lives of so many fishermen, people who live from the sea, and we need to be able to face this tragedy. We need to be to show solidarity towards each other.
Being abroad has been very difficult. Indeed, not being able to help on the spot has affected me very much. Only way I could help was to demonstrate in Paris against the government's inaction in this matter. Even the collect of hair from abroad country have been forbidden by this government.
I volunteered to help when the oil spill happened.
At the time that it happened, First of all, I decided that since it was urgent, we needed to get all the help that was needed. So I talked and informed my friends and relatives about the immediate need for help. I then participated in the collection of bottles, and then I gave a part of myself, my hair.
This all shows us that the majority of Mauritius helped in one way or another. The nation's collective effort, quick thinking, and solidarity was the only reason why this tragedy didn't cause any further damage. Even Mauritians that lived in other countries decided to do the best they could do to help. All these efforts contributed in more ways than one.
Furthermore, following the tragedy, protests have taken place. Even Mauritians from other countries organized protests on their own. That meant that thousands of Mauritians all over the world protested at the same time against the government. The Wakashio definitely woke people up, and these protests are a further sign that shows they are determined to stay united for our country.
I think the protests made us realize that after 50 years, more than 50 years of independence, it's high time to review the laws, the constitution, the way our representatives are elected, the way crisis is managed, the way things are done in this country. So the protests, yes, if well geared, will be very helpful to review all this, to get rid of the shackles of corruption, and hopefully for a better Mauritius.
Personally, I don't think that the protest was necessary because what happened happened, and it's not as if the protest was going to bring back the dead dolphins or other species who were affected by the oil spill.
Yes, this protest has definitely been beneficial for the Mauritian people. This movement has allowed the Mauritian to realize that they actually have a voice to express themselves against this corrupted government. And again, this demonstration has shown the fighting spirit of the Mauritian citizens, and it was truly amazing to see all the Mauritians coming together and voice in unity their opinion. And this actually could be the foundation for a new and clean start for our country.
In conclusion, we can clearly see the population is determined to continue fighting and protesting for the catastrophe that happened because of the government.
It is now up to the government to admit their wrongdoings and take into consideration what the population has had to say about this situation before it is too late.